Hello children, it's Tina here. I hope that you're well and happy at home. This is my little dog and his name is Jacques. And the reason why I've got Jacques here on my lap is that I'm going to read you a story about a little boy called Jacques. And I'm going to put Jacques on the floor and he's going to get all cosy and comfy and ready to listen. And some of you make sure that you're all cosy and comfy and ready to listen to the story. So we're going to have the story of Jacques and the Beanstalk. Jacques and the Beanstalk is a traditional tale, which means that it's an old story. In fact, this story is hundreds of years old. Jacques and the Beanstalk. Jacques and his mother were so poor they never had enough to eat. One morning there was nothing left at all. "You'll have to take the cow to market and sell her," Jacques's mother said sadly. On the way to the market he met a strange little man. "I'll give you these for your cow," said the little man, holding out 5 wrinkly dried beans. "But I need money, not beans," said Jacques. "Ah," said the man, "but these are magic beans. If you plant them, they'll grow into a beanstalk so tall that it touches the sky." "Amazing," said Jacques. So he gave his cow to the little man and he took the beans and ran off home. But when he got home, he was in big trouble. "What have you done?" said his mum. "Jacques, we need money, not beans," cried his mother, and she threw the beans out of the window. Poor Jacques. He went to bed hungrier and gloomier than ever. What were they to do? In the morning, even his room seemed gloomy. His room seemed gloomy? Just a minute. Outside his window was a giant beanstalk, so tall it touched the sky. The little man was right, thought Jacques. So he scrambled onto the giant beanstalk and he climbed up and up and up and up and up. And there, at the top, he found a giant castle with a giantess in front of it. "Oh," thought Jacques. And then his tummy started to rumble. "Excuse me," he called out. Please, could you spare some breakfast?" The giantess picked him up. "Oh, my husband munches and crunches little people like you," she said. "I'll give you some breakfast, but you'd better be gone before my husband gets home." She whisked Jacques inside and set him down next to an enormous crusty loaf. Breakfast had never tasted so good. See, he's going, yum, 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 yum. But then, stomp, stomp, stomp. "Quickly!" The giantess stuffed Jacques into a pot. "In here," she said. Just then, the giant strode into the room. "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Oh, gosh. Where is he? Demanded the giant, and he started to search the table. Oh, you're imagining things, said his wife. Eat up your breakfast while I bring you the hen. The hen. She came back with the hen and put it on the table. Lay, commanded the giant. Clink! The bird laid a golden egg. With a grunt, the giant closed his eyes and he began to snore. The giantess lifted Jack out of the pot. Run for your life, she whispered. But Jack had his eyes on the hen. If you remember, the hen could lay golden eggs. He grabbed the hen and fled for the door, but the bird went bark, 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 which woke the giant up. He saw Jack and he let out a furious roar. Jack dived out of the door and onto the beanstalk with the giant hot on his heels. Jack scrambled down the beanstalk as fast as his legs would carry him. What's going on? Shrieked his mother from below. Is that a giant? Just bring the axes, Jack cried. Jack and his mother chopped and chopped and chopped at the beanstalk. It creaked and it wobbled, then it toppled over sideways. The giant was flung far over the hills. Ooh, and they never saw him again. As for Jack and his mother, they lived happily ever after. Each morning the hen laid a golden egg. So they grew rich, and Jack never climbed another beanstalk. So I hope you enjoyed that story. On the school website, there's lots of activities linked to Jack and the Beanstalk. There's measuring and counting activities. There's pictures to make. So if you do any work that you'd like to share with us, please email it to Becky and we'll get back to you with a little certificate and message. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Bye bye.